The primary objective of a dressing change is clearing the path for the body to repair itself, accelerating closure instead of allowing wounds to stall. To reach that goal, preventing cross-contamination is the absolute priority. Introducing outside bacteria into an open wound bed is the leading cause of delayed healing. Before you approach the patient, gather your necessary supplies: sterile saline, clean gloves, fresh gauze, medical tape, and hand sanitizer. These materials are only effective if you control the environment. The workspace you prepare is your first physical line of defense. Start by thoroughly disinfecting your work surface. Then, divide that space into two distinct territories, a clean zone and a dirty zone. In the clean zone, arrange your sterile supplies and cleansing tools in an orderly fashion. Keep all packaging completely unopened until the exact moment you are ready to use them. Your dirty zone should be established on the opposite side. Place your trash receptacle far enough away so soiled materials never contact your clean workspace. Once the zones are ready, wash your hands thoroughly for 20 seconds before you touch any of your clean materials. This physical separation creates a barrier that prevents invisible microbes from contaminating your sterile supplies before the process begins. Put on your first pair of clean gloves and carefully peel back the existing tape to lift the old dressing away from the skin. The old dressing is highly contaminated. It harbors trapped bacteria and biohazardous fluid, or exudate, that the wound expelled during healing. Drop the soiled dressing directly into the trash bag. Do not allow it to touch the clean table or hover over sterile supplies. Now, assess the exposed wound bed. Look for signs of infection, such as excessive redness, swelling, or a foul odor. Removing the old dressing eliminates a major source of bacteria, but leaves your gloves heavily contaminated. This is a common failure point in the procedure. If you reach for your clean supplies with these same gloves, you will transfer those bacteria directly onto your new materials. To prevent this, remove your dirty gloves immediately and discard them into the trash receptacle. You must perform hand hygiene again before putting on a fresh pair of gloves. This step ensures you wash away any lingering microbes. This bridge step is what severs the chain of transmission between the contaminated old dressing and your fresh, clean supplies. Use only sterile saline or water for cleansing. Avoid chemicals like hydrogen peroxide or alcohol, as they damage the healthy tissue needed for closure. Use a specific wiping technique to clear debris. Always work from the cleanest part to the dirtiest, moving from the center outward, top to bottom. Follow the one wipe, one gauze rule. A fresh pad for every stroke prevents reintroducing bacteria into the wound. Gently wipe or irrigate without scrubbing. You must protect the delicate, newly forming tissue from trauma. This directional cleansing removes the microscopic biofilm that can harbor bacteria, creating a clean environment for healing to progress. When opening your new dressings, peel back the sterile packaging without letting your gloves touch the inner surface or the gauze pad. Place the primary inner dressing precisely onto the clean wound bed. Once the inner layer is in place, secure the edges with tape or an outer bandage to seal the wound from environmental contaminants. A properly secured outer dressing maintains a moist healing environment and acts as a barrier against external pathogens. To finish, discard all remaining wrappers, remove your final pair of gloves, and perform one last round of hand hygiene. Over the following days, monitor the patient for systemic signs of infection, such as fever or spreading redness beyond the wound site. Your final step is documentation. Use a checklist like this to record the time, date, the appearance of the wound, and the exact supplies used during the change. Maintaining strict spatial separation and performing the hand hygiene bridge between tasks ensures the wound environment remains favorable for tissue regeneration. This sequence directly manages the bacterial load, preventing localized infections from developing into systemic, life-threatening complications.
Subscribe to Scrub IQ for more content like this.